Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 17 of The Journey. I'd like to start by wishing you a very happy new year. I wish you a year filled with love, joy, health, prosperity, and peace. The spirit of going into a new year is usually filled with hope. There is an invigorating feeling that is meant to forget what is behind and forge ahead into something great. The dreams and goals that we did not see come to fruition in the previous year now seem more attainable. In my opinion, this is because of the sense of renewed hope that we have each year. And that is the topic of today's episode: hope. The definition of hope is the feeling that what is wanted can be had or that events will turn out for the best. I have been asked by several of my friends if I have a New Year's resolution. My answer for the last several years has been I don't, but I always hope to be better than I was the last year. Well, maybe that in itself is a New Year's resolution, but my ideas for the new year are always filled with hope. They are always filled with expectation. So many of us will start this year with the notion that everything will be better than the previous years, only for us to sort of completely fall off track and fall into this dungeon of despondency, as I call it. I'd like to offer you 3 tips to staying hopeful throughout this year. I used these 3 tips last year, and they helped me so much. Tip number 1: be thankful for where you are. Be thankful that you are able to learn from both your strengths and your weaknesses. In everything, give thanks. There is so much to be said for being thankful. Tip number 2 starts with a short story. When I was 10 years old, I took part in my elementary school's annual end of the school year egg and spoon race competition. The objective was to hold the egg on a spoon and move as quickly as possible through the obstacle course without dropping the egg. My 5th grade teacher looked at me and said, "Angel, slow and steady wins the race." I asked her, "How can I win if I'm going slow?" She said, "Walk, don't run." After I got my egg and my spoon, I thought, okay, I'm going to walk. The foghorn sounded and off I went, slowly. The other kids around me were dropping their eggs left and right. They were also running. I won that egg and spoon race. More than anything, I learned tip number 2: be patient with yourself. I do believe that good things do take time. There is nothing wrong with walking and taking your time, because when the time is right, you'll be able to run. Tip number 3: have hope. If hope is the feeling that something will happen that is wanted, then be strong in what you are hoping for. Some may say that hope is the same as optimism, and in my opinion, it is not. Optimism is surface. It does not go as deep as hope. To me, it is impossible to have hope without faith. The biblical definition of faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Hope and faith will guide you into a place of peace. These tips have been so helpful to me. In thanksgiving, gratitude, patience, faith, and peace, you will always find hope. So, dear friends, what are you hoping for this year? I'm excited for your new 2021 journey. I hope that you stay encouraged, and I look forward to seeing you next week.